Brittany J here. Welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with today's video, so I just decided let's do a get ready with me. A lot of you guys are showing me so much love and support, but you don't know who I am, so I thought it'd be good to talk about my background, talk about my life, you know, all the fun stuff that you're just so interested in, you know, okay? And do a cute makeup look. Well, you know, hopefully it's cute, but it probably won't be, so that's fine. I do have something in mind that I want to do for this look, and I'm almost positive it's not going to come out the way I want it to, so that's fine. We're just going to wing it, and no pun intended. We're just going to wing it, and hopefully it does look good. But enough about that. Let's get into the video so I can start talking about myself for 10 minutes straight, okay? So for today's look, I'm going to be using Kylie's Diary. As you can see by the cover of this thumbnail, I didn't actually use this palette, but I will get to that in a second. Okay, back to the video. I know this palette's super old. Like, I want to say this came out Valentine's Day, was it 2017? I don't even know. I don't even think this is from this year, but I could be wrong. I really don't remember. Does it say on this? 2016. So yeah, it's definitely old, but I was really wanting to do something very like pink and cute, so that's why I went with this. If you have this palette and you haven't touched it in ages and want some inspiration, well, this is for you. So a little bit about me. I started doing makeup, I want to say back in 2016. Was it? Yeah, because it was a little bit after my daughter was born, and I'll get to the family side of this in a sec, but I started doing makeup in 2016. Actually, I think I can pinpoint it down to February-ish, and what happened, and it's actually kind of a funny story, like I had no idea anything about makeup. Like I wore it, but my idea of makeup was just whatever was at Walmart or CVS or, you know, drugstore, that's it. So my makeup bag consisted of literally a compact from CoverGirl. I didn't even have liquid foundation. It was just the powder, and I didn't have concealer. I just had the foundation. Oh, I did have liquid foundation actually. I had CoverGirl as well. So I would start with the liquid foundation, and then I would set it with powder. So I guess I had an idea. I never watched any tutorials. I never did anything like that. Like I just didn't care that much. And I had that classic Maybelline mascara, the pink and green one. You know what I'm talking about. We all had that. And that's embarrassing because this was just like 2 years ago. What else? I think I didn't have any brow products. I didn't wear anything on my lips, just like chapstick or lip balm or whatever. And I'm trying to think what the hell else I had. It was that basic. So what got me into makeup was, wow, this is kind of a long story, I guess. But when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was on this app called What to Expect. So it's kind of based off of what to expect when you're expecting. So the app was actually created by the person that wrote that book. So on the app, they had like a forum or boards where you could talk to other, you know, moms that were due around the same time as you. So I would spend all my time talking to all those women in there. And as you're talking to people, the same people all the time for months, you start forming, you know, bonds and friendships. So the people that I was close with, we took our, you know, friendship to Facebook. Making a damn mess, girl, you look a fool. So we took our friendship to Facebook, and from that group, you know, bonds got even closer with certain people, and I formed like a really close friendship with 3 of the girls who we all had babies in October. Their names were Lexi, Yesenia, and Courtney. And we 3 had a group chat where we would talk all the time, and Lexi was she's very big into makeup, and she was talking about Sephora and what she picked up from there, and I'm like, I've heard of Sephora, but like, what is it? What do you do there? Like, that's how much of a makeup noob I was. And they all kind of laughed at me like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I showed them my makeup bag, which consisted of those 4 things, and they're like,
girl, we're about to change your life.
And I mean, from there, I got really interested in it because Lexi, her looks, everything she used to do was just so good, and it really fascinated me. And by the way, shameless plug, Lexi has her own cosmetics company. It's called XO Cosmetics XO, and I will leave a link down below, but check them out. They got really good highlighters, really good eyelashes. She's the best, and check her out. Also, I have a code, so code BJ. I don't remember how much it takes off though. I want to say it's like 10%. Anyways, so that's how I got into makeup. I was very bad at it at the beginning, as most people are, but from there, it just kind of grew. I didn't realize I had such a huge passion for it. I didn't realize how much this palette falls out. Well, I've always been the type of person that just never really had a hobby. Like, people would talk about their hobbies and I'm just like, yeah, like, they're like, what do you like to do for fun? And I'm like, eat, I don't know, go to the movies. Like, my answers are always basic. But this I have found to be my actual true passion. It's what I love to do. I may not be like the best and most talented in the world, but I love it. It's amazing. So that's my little story of how I got into makeup. Now, the story of my husband. So yes, I am married, and we have been married, we're newlyweds, so we've been married since, I should know this, March. And right now it's July. So I met my husband when I was working in Florida. I was doing door-to-door sales, and he was as well, so we worked for the same company. Wow, this palette kind of sucks. Is this why I don't use this? Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. Like, where is the pigment? I'm gonna need to bring my mirror closer. So we were working in Florida, and we were both doing the door-to-door sales. More makeup is getting underneath my eye than is getting on my eye. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Be right back. Okay. When you want something done right, you gotta do it with Jeffree. So I'm gonna use the blood sugar palette instead because that diary palette sucks. All right, I don't even remember where I was. So we met in Florida. We were both working for the same company. I actually was dating someone else at the time. Oh my God, look how much better that was instantly. So I was dating someone else at the time, and they put us into like, an apartment, I guess. And it was an apartment where me and my ex and my husband, we all lived. So when we first met, we were actually just really good friends, like best friends. Actually, if I'm being totally truthful, he irritated the shit out of me when we first met. I was like, oh my God, dude, shut up. But we grew closer. We were just friends. And then me and that other guy, we broke up. So I moved back to Vegas, and me and my husband had stayed really good friends. So for my 21st birthday, he and some other friends came out from Florida to celebrate in Vegas. I mean, what better place to be when you turn 21 is out here in Vegas, right? So they came out for my birthday, and honestly, the rest was kind of history. Like, me and my best friend at the time pretty much fell in love. It was a romance, you know? So after 4 years and 2 kids, we are still happily together and now married. God, that diary palette was so bad. Hopefully blood sugar salvages the trash that I just went through, but it will. Now about my kids. So back in December, no, not December. Was it December? Or January, I want to say, of 2015, I conceived my daughter. Conceived, is that the right word? That was back in January of 2015, and she was born in October of 2015. I think that math adds up, right? So she was not, okay, she was planned. Let me rephrase. So before I got pregnant with her, I was actually pregnant before, and that pregnancy didn't end well. I had a miscarriage, but after that, me and my husband, boyfriend at the time, we realized we wanted to be parents. So we tried and immediately got pregnant with my daughter. So she is now 2.5, going on 3 this October, and she's hilarious. She is such a goofball. She's so fun. She's really started getting into speaking a lot more, so she can speak in pretty much full sentences, and she is just hilarious, the things that she says. I'm darkening it up with the darkest shade in Blood Sugar Coma because I'm not liking how these two are blending together. Okay, it's not that bad. Once I clean it up and do the lashes and all the good stuff at the end, hopefully it comes together, you know, hopefully. So yes, like I said, I had my daughter in 2015, and when she was about 6 or 7 months, I was already like, I want another baby. Like, I love them. Babies are awesome. And she had her moments. My husband's gonna disagree, but she had her moments to me. He thinks she was an absolute terror, but I think she just had her moments. And so I was like, you know, I really want to close in age, so I really want like another baby. Hopefully I can have a boy and just have both and be done. So I want to say she was like 7 months. We just started trying again, and first try, got pregnant, and that one again did not end well. I did have another miscarriage, which is very, very, very common. It is. it's hard and it's heartbreaking, and I'm still heartbroken. I am. It's hard. Surprisingly so common though. But, you know, I was devastated, and I was cleared to try immediately since everything passed naturally. So we did. I didn't even actually have a period yet, and bam, pregnant again instantly. And that's how my little baby boy, and this was in 2016, so my little baby boy was born in March of 2017. So he is almost a year and a half. He's 15 months, and he is so funny. He just learned how to walk, so he's getting into literally everything as a 1-year-old would, right? And he is so funny. Like, they're both just so wild, and I love it. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I was going to have such amazing, awesome children. Alright, so I kind of tried to clean up the edges and underneath my eye. Like I said, I knew what I had in mind for this, and it wasn't going to execute how I wanted. And it's still on like my nose and like everywhere from the Kylie palette, but whatever. I mean, we're just going to go with it. It's not that bad. So I know a lot of people are probably wanting to know why I got into YouTube. And I kind of alluded to it in my first video where I talked about, you know, why, but I didn't give a full-on story. So I got into YouTube primarily because, you know, I run a Facebook group. I'm an admin of a group called Glam Haven, and they, see, glitter fixes everything. It already looks better. So I was already posting my review, or reviews I should say, on stuff all the time. So they were like,
yo, why don't you just make a YouTube channel where you can do that?
And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like, probably not, but okay. And I would always just blow it off, like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, nobody cares. Now I forgot what I was saying because my husband just interrupted me. How does that look? I feel like I still need to fix this transition up here, but this looks kind of cool. Okay, so, yeah, I still forgot what I was saying. I think I was saying, like, I was just kind of blowing it off, like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not interesting enough to make a channel. Like, it's not for me. Damn it, I just got it on my lid. You mother. This is realistically how I struggle with glitter, so if anybody else struggles, don't feel bad, because I do too. Well, I still really considered doing it, but it was all, like, in my mind, like, I'm not actually gonna do it, but I thought about it a lot. I knew if I ever wanted to start a channel, I would want to start out and do it right. Like, I wanted to skip the bad, you know, camera quality, the bad lighting, which I'm still at bad lighting, but it's okay. You know, skip that kind of stuff. I wanted to be able to edit how I wanted to, and all of my friends know that anything I do has to be over the top and extra, and it's just how I've always been. My mom's the same way, so I think that's where I got it from, but you know, that's neither here nor there, okay? So because of all of those things, I'm like, well, I'm never gonna be able to really afford to start. I mean, not that I can't afford, that's probably not the best word, but we've been saving up for a house forever, and I didn't think that we would be, you know, using any of the savings to do something like this. So when I finally got serious about it, like, okay, I do think that this is something I want to try and see how it goes. I begged my husband, I'm like, for my birthday, this was back in April, maybe? My birthday's in May. So in April, I was like, for my birthday, can you please, like, at least, can we just get like a laptop or a camera or something to start, you know, and then slowly build from there? And he was like,
I'll think about it. You know, I'll take a look at what we're trying to do and I'll think about it.
So I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. So one day he comes home from work and he's like,
babe, come downstairs.
So I come downstairs and I didn't even notice right away, but I come downstairs and he's like waiting for me to notice. I'm like,
why are you being so weird? What's up?
And I look around and I see on our countertop, there's a huge Best Buy bag, and I'm like,
okay.
He's like,
happy early birthday.
So I'm like, okay, he got me the camera or the laptop or whatever. That's fine. So I open up the bag and I almost f***ing shit myself because everything was in there. Everything I needed to start this channel was in there. He bought me a camera. He bought me a MacBook. He bought me a tripod. He bought me a case for the MacBook. He bought me an SD card, I think, and a lens. Or did the camera come with the lens? It might have came with it. He bought me the one that came with the lens. Oh my God, like, are you serious? And he looks at me as I'm opening the bag and he's just like, 4 words, I believe in you. And I was like, and I just started crying, and I was so grateful. I just could not believe that he did that for me. Like, I'm still in shock that he did that. He bought everything at the same time. Like, this channel wouldn't be running right now until I had everything first, because I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I know it's not perfect still, but I do try really hard to make sure that my content is good and my editing is good. Like, I really do work hard on these videos, so I just wanted everything to be perfect, and he definitely paved the way for that, and I'm forever grateful. I said in my last video that we were going to be going to the movies, but weren't sure what we were going to see, so we are going tonight, and we have decided to see Ant-Man. We just love Marvel movies, and then I think as far as The Incredibles, we're going to take our 2-year-old to see that, so it'll be her first time ever going to the movies, and it's going to be so much fun. Can't wait. We do think she's at the age where she could sit still through a movie, so hopefully we're right. Only one way to find out, right? I went ahead and tried to fix as much of it as I could because I was just not liking it. So this is as good as it's gonna get, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes. These are Tatti Lashes in style TL3. I'm literally not even sure where I was in the story, but it was something about why I started YouTubing. So regardless of how, you know, my husband did me an amazing favor, and I'm just so happy that he did. My son decided to come in here, and that's him messing with my backdrop. He woke up early from his nap, so. I also want to hear how you guys got into makeup, or are you just starting out now? How long have you been into it? Because it's always interesting to hear everybody's different answers. I do like these style, the TL3, better than the TL Mitchell. The TL Mitchell are like very, very full and fluffy, which is cool, but sometimes it can be too much. It's very intense, so I really like these ones too, or more, I should say. It didn't turn out like awfully horrible, but could have been better. I still really want to do a 10 looks video using blood sugar. Hopefully I can. Putting on lashes is literally the hardest thing in the world for me. Ugh. But they look pretty though. I'm wondering if I should wear a pink lipstick. I kind of should, huh? I mean, or purple. I haven't worn a pink lipstick in forever, so maybe that's what I should do. I don't know if I want Doll Parts, which is like the light pink, or if I want Masochist, which is like a darker pink. I feel like Masochist matches better. Maybe I just need to do them both. I mean, I've been doing ombre forever now. Here's my baby boy. Look. He's too busy looking at everything that's on the table. He's like, what is going on here? What? Say hi, handsome. You need to get your hair styled. You look crazy. I love you. Go play. All right, so I think I am gonna try the ombre. So this is the final look, guys. I think I finally salvaged it. I mean, not my best work, but not my worst, right? So that's a win. My son loves my backdrop. If you like this video, go ahead and please give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you want to see other get ready with me's like this, chit chat, me talking about, you know, random things, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. A few of you guys in my last video said you really wanted to see my favorite palettes, so I think I am going to put something together for that. My next video is most likely going to be the Norvina review, so after that, I don't mind putting together my favorites. If you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you can at just BJ Makeup, spelled out like this. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe so you can join the family. And until next time, bye.